What's going on, champs and chambettes? It's FireMonkey here, and today we are currently playing some Star Wars Battlefield, or I don't know why I was trying to make a joke out of this. We are currently playing some Fortnite Battle Royale with the whole entire Star Wars update. While we don't have, too many crazy things happening, we do have Ahsoka's lightsaber added to the game, which I think is pretty cool to see. But of course, it's not the topic for today's video. It's just kind of something we're playing in the background, while we're missing all of our shots and everything, and while we're talking about today's topic, which is just a little bit of a ramble this time around. I don't expect it to get really many views at all, but it all relates to, comments I've seen recently on this channel, such as, oh, he drags out his videos to be 10 minutes for ad revenue and all this type of stuff. So I thought, what, might as well make my own little video rambling about it because it is something on my mind, and to kind of just talk about the type of stuff. So as we know, this channel is a very broad channel. We have like a million different topics I can talk about. One day I'll be talking about One Piece. The next day we're talking about like Fortnite or whatever. The day after that, we're talking about some random topic I saw on a news website regarding gaming stuff. The day after that, we're talking about Destiny 2 having terrible servers or something, right? Our channel here is a very kind of all over the place spot where you can find a little bit of absolutely everything all in one place. And it's something that I've kind of enjoyed because it allows me just to kind of talk about whatever I want. I mean, it's similar to if you look at other channels out there, like Some Ordinary Gamers, Mutahar, for example, Moist Critical, Charlie, or whatever else. They kind of just talk about whatever they want to talk about, and those things do really well for their channels. And it's kind of like what I try doing here, right? I just find topics that are interesting to me, stuff I want to ramble on about, and I ramble on about them for a YouTube video. I'm kind of shocked to see recently I've been able to double upload on the, not double upload, but daily upload on this channel for like a week or two now. It's something that I didn't think I would ever be able to properly do here, but it's nice to see that I'm able to actually kind of have a consistent schedule for once. And obviously all my videos kind of end up being longer than typically, right? If I had scripted out my videos and stuff, maybe it would be like 2 minutes long or something like that, but my videos typically go on a lot longer. This is because, I have a lot of like just kind of stuttering issues or whatever. I mean, based on me looking at one of my old recordings or whatever recently after I had recorded it, I noticed I say and a lot, right? It's like well, actually no, not and but I say a lot in videos. It's like most people watching it probably don't know because you're the one who's supposed to be telling them what they don't know. But it's like a habit I've noticed myself doing, right? Is saying over and over and over again when it kind of just doesn't need to be said. And it's kind of like, in some people's eyes it could be seen as, oh, he's trying to drag out the video by saying blank words or whatever, pointless phrases to kind of make it go on for longer and longer, right? And I've noticed this kind of in the comments on some of the videos on this channel, talking about how, oh, FireMonkey is dragging out this video that could have been 2 minutes to 10 minutes for extra ad revenue and stuff like that, when that isn't really the case. If anyone knows me, they know that when I do YouTube, I kind of just do it for fun. If I really wanted to go for ad revenue and stuff like that, I would probably do more like clickbaity videos or whatever else, but I don't really clickbait at all. If you guys know, I did clickbait one time before, over when I was first starting out on my Fortnite channel with the whole entire item shop, trying to promote things that weren't in the shop yet, and I didn't see it as clickbait back then, just putting unreleased cosmetics that could be in the shop in there, because in my eyes, it was just something where I was like, oh, it's like this could be in the shop, so might as well, advertise it because people are waiting for it. People want to see what's there, so it generates some hype. But there was some controversy regarding, oh, this is actually clickbait or whatever, and after that I stopped doing it, right? I didn't do the whole entire custom item shop designs, but it was interesting to see, how it became a big deal. People made it like more mad about me doing that when other creators do it as well and don't get nearly as enough hate for that type of stuff. But that of course is just another ramble that goes on and on and on. So I kind of like do just whatever I want to do, right? I could definitely optimize the stuff I make and the content I create here for a better monetization system where I'm able to earn more money, but I don't do that because I just kind of make content because I enjoy it. And some videos get like a few thousand views, other videos get like 10 to 20,000 views on the Fortnite channel, and then this channel I expect things to get like what, 100 views, sometimes 1,000 if it's a really good video. It's never like a focus for me to try getting ad revenue from this channel, and it's something that I'm like, people really don't understand that type of stuff, because especially like when you look at the type of channels I run, if I wanted to really get ad revenue from a channel, I have the Fortnite channel. That's the channel where I make 90% of my revenue from YouTube, right? This channel, I don't mind telling you guys, I make like on a good month, maybe $20 from this channel. It is not something where it's a focus for me to drag out videos or anything like that, right? It's like, oh, oh, $20, you know, that's a decent amount of money. You can buy like a thing, 1 or 2 things here and there, maybe a DLC for a video game or something, but it's never the purpose of it. The reason why videos become so long on this channel and on my other channel is just because nothing's scripted. All of it is kind of me rambling on and on and on, and whenever I feel there's a moment where I need to pause, I have a button that I can press, which simply pauses my recording, and then I resume it when I'm ready to start talking once again. Such as, you know, if I need to take a drink of water or something, I don't want to let you guys just sit there and listen to me taking a drink of water, so I kind of pause the recording so that, you know, that isn't an issue or anything. And there's been times before where if I wasn't in a topic or, you know, I couldn't pause, I would pause just to sneeze so that you guys didn't have to hear the sneeze and so that it wasn't in the recording, which one time recently I actually was unable to pause, so, you know, people had to hear the sneeze regardless. But it is something where a lot of the content and a lot of the style I have growing here is all related to doing live commentary in a way, right? It's all related to doing it all as you're seeing it, and anything that happens, you know, even if it's like a little misstep or whatever, is in the recording just because of the style of content. And, you know, it's like an interesting little thing that I saw recently, and it really made me think, is like, man, am I doing YouTube the wrong way or something? Like, I understand, you know, this channel is in a very interesting spot. It's not going to get as many views or whatever because the style it is. It's a super broad genre, you know, it's just literally me talking about everything. But at the same time, you know, it's just seeing people, like, hate on certain things because of, you know, either the video's drawn out when it's unintentional, because of situations where it's like, what is it? It's like, I remember seeing like a comment on one of my videos where I was talking about Titanfall 2 being updated and everything else. It's like, you play like an Apex player, and people were, you know, making fun of it or whatever. It's like, okay, you know, I don't care if you care, like if you're gonna joke about my skill or whatever else. I hadn't played Titanfall 2 in years, so it's like, who cares if I'm playing like a certain type of player? I don't really even play Apex, so it's like, hey, you know, whatever you want to believe. If you want to hate on that, do whatever. And then, you know, there's people who's gonna hate on me because of how I talk or whatever. You know, it's like, oh, he stuttered or he missaid something. And it's just like tons of little things people get nitpicky on, and it feels like, especially since this channel is on the smaller side and it doesn't get a lot of comments like the Fortnite channel does, there's going to be a main focus on comments being like, hey, you suck, your video is garbage, and everything else. And, you know, people just kind of dogpiling on all that type of stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, do I really care too much? I mean, like, you know, you're giving a comment to the video, you're kind of increasing the interactions or whatever else, so I guess it's good. But at the same time, you know, it's one of the reasons why, if you notice I don't really respond to comments on this channel or the Fortnite channel, it's because I just don't look at them, right? Because as I've continued to, you know, be on social media, especially Twitter, I guess formerly Twitter, you know, X, whatever else you want to call it, I have just kind of, you know, made sure to look less and less at comments that get posted on stuff, and more on just creating content, right? Because, you know, it's one thing to read all the hate comments and read all the good comments and everything else, because, you know, there will be good comments, there's no denying that, there will be some good comments there, but, you know, there's going to be some hate comments as well. And it's a lot easier to kind of just, you know, make content. If people enjoy it, they enjoy it, and even if there isn't that much of like a community interaction there, except for, you know, on live streams, which I hardly do, you know, it's like still something where I don't have to worry about, oh, you suck because of blah blah blah. And it's like, I noticed that on my other channel, right, FireMonkey Plus, which is a Let's Play channel, it's just unedited videos where, you know, I just play a game for like an hour and, you know, just ramble on about stuff. I got a comment on a 4-hour-long power washing simulator video talking about how he was 30 minutes into the video and I just never shut up. And the thing is, it's like, when I don't talk, right, like I can see, you know, people wanting a channel where it's specifically for, you know, just gameplay, no talking or anything like that. But when I don't talk, and, you know, there's just awkward silence for a few minutes, people are going to click off because, you know, they don't have anything to hear other than, you know, the sound of a game itself. But when I do talk, people hate on it, right? It's like they hate on it if I don't, they hate on it if I do. So it's like, what's the even ground there? And it's like, you know, that channel is specifically known as a live little commentary channel, and I've gotten hate before for not talking as much when I actually do live streams or whatever else. So the whole entire reason I talk so much is because I've been trying to teach myself how to talk longer and longer about more and more topics just freely when making content on that channel, so that people enjoy it, right? So that people don't have those blank moments of just, you know? And it's like, I don't know how to please everyone. And I mean, that's the thing you can't really do. You can't please every single crowd. But man, it's just something that was on my mind recently. And I had like a moment where one night I was like, am I a terrible content creator? Because of the fact that, you know, people were like, oh, you play like garbage. Oh, you said this word wrong and it sounded like a funny word instead. What happened was I said Apex and, you know, I kind of like messed up the way I was pronunciating it. And people thought I was saying, like, Gaypex or something like that, when that wasn't what I was trying to say at all. You know, it's just a mishap. I didn't even intend to say it that way. But, you know, it was one of those things where people like will just point out everything and then, you know, hate on you for doing one thing and then hate on you for doing the other thing. So it's like you never know how to properly do any of the things in a way where people are going to actually thoroughly enjoy it. And I mean, that's an issue with, you know, smaller channels overall, I would assume, where it's like if it gets into a certain crowd that isn't, you know, the niche crowd that knows you from a certain thing or something. For example, the niche crowd that knows me from Fortnite stuff, people are probably just gonna hate on it for the sake of hating on it, right? People are probably just gonna be like, oh, FireMonkey, you smell bad, you suck. And, you know, at the end of the day, I kind of don't care, you know. It hurt a little bit. It hurt a little bit. I won't lie here. You know, the words kind of hurt in there and there. But it's like, if anyone knows me, if anyone's watched my channel for a while, they'll know that, you know, I don't really care about ad revenue. Because if I really was focused on ad revenue, I would be making content and, you know, hiring editors and all this type of stuff to make everything super engaging. And like, I do want to hire editors in the future, because one thing I was thinking about doing, and a little bit of like a side project or whatever, is making another channel specifically related to talking about anime stuff. And I feel like that, you know, doesn't need to have gameplay, so it could be something that has more of a focus on like editing or whatever else. But that's just kind of, you know, like a side idea that I've always had in my mind. And it's like, that would be something that maybe I'd hire an editor for. But it's like, you know, with how I currently do everything, you know, thumbnails are made by me, the whole entire video topics are designed by me, edited by me, all that type of stuff. It's just kind of like, I do what I do, not for, you know, the money or anything. You know, it's nice to get a few extra dollars here and there from the program, you know, the YouTube creator stuff. But I also just kind of do it because I enjoy it, right? Especially on this channel. It's like, if you think I'm drawing videos out on this channel for ad revenue, then, you know, that's a hard thing to sell. Like, if you would be better off trying to say that I was drawing out the Fortnite channel for ad revenue, because that channel has like 200,000 subscribers, right? So it would make more sense to draw out stuff for ad rev on the 200,000 subscriber channel than it would on the 15,000 subscriber channel. But, you know, at the end of the day, I just thought to make a little bit of ramble. It was a topic on my head, and I was like, hey, it's perfect for, you know, the upload of the day on the commentary channel. And hopefully very, very soon we can be talking about more and more stuff going on in the magical world of gaming or whatever else, right? I don't know what the topic would be, but it would be one of the topics here and there. You know, you'll hear about it eventually. So until next time, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and peace out.